Peace. We are back for another EDU success interview, another e-commerce success here with Denise, who's made 11K her second month in selling on Amazon, which is absolutely amazing. Many people, I'm sure, want to know exactly how Denise did it. So please, Denise is going to tell us exactly how she did it, how she was able to come up with this particular amount of money in 2 months and only 2 months. So peace, my name is Victoria. I'm EDU's brand strategist. Denise, please come in and tell us all about your background.
So pretty much I do IT tech support. That was my full-time job. And I decided to get serious about EDU. And right when I got serious about it, the contract job that I was working ended. So I had to get serious because this was going to be my only income.
Wow. And so what attracted you to start an e-commerce business? Like, why e-commerce?
I think I'd seen Will's ads on Instagram, and I don't know, he just seemed really chill. And I'm looking at how young he is, and I'm going, man, if he can have success in this, pretty much, I know to a degree you teach yourself and then, you watch other successful sellers, but to be able to, do what he did, and he said that he wanted to teach other people how, and I attended his boot camp seminar, and it seemed like something I could definitely do.
Right. And so what were you thinking? What was going through your head when you were in that free boot camp?
I was just hoping that it could work for me. Like I said, everybody that was participating in the chat, everybody just seemed like normal people. And I shop at Amazon a lot. I think I made Jeff Bezos $1 billion. And I know there's other people like me that, that's just how we live now. And I'm just like, why not? Why not?
Right. And I'm so glad that you said that, because it really just kind of proves how solid of a business Amazon is, because Amazon is literally one of the largest e-commerce platforms that there is out there. And so the fact that we are consumers as well on the Amazon platform, and there are thousands upon thousands of other people who are continuously buying on Amazon, starting an Amazon business is something that can really be used, for the long run. This is something that not only Jeff Bezos can benefit from, but that we can benefit from as well.
Yeah.
So what do you think has contributed the most to your success to generate this 11K in sales in your second month?
Definitely the coaches. The videos that are part of EDU were easy to follow, and they're really active in the Discord. It's like they really follow through. I was, just reading other people's questions, because it's like sometimes the best mistakes to learn from are somebody else's, and just, it's a very active Discord. So, my questions were answered when I had them, and then seeing other people's questions, I'm like, oh, I hadn't thought of that. And the coaches were just on it, and the videos explain things clearly. And if there's anything you didn't understand, then either the coaches or the other classmates in the Discord, everybody's just really helpful and supportive. And it really feels good, because everybody's, we're all trying to make our own money, but very supportive group at the same time.
Right. Oh, I'm so grateful you said that. The community. The community.
Yeah, it's a great community.
That's the biggest part. You're not the only one, Denise, who's mentioned, the beauty of having the community. I feel like with EDU Elite, the whole program is built upon the community, having the support. Like you said, the coaches are always there. We're always active, in the Discord. So having people there is really, really important when running a business and when starting a business, especially when it's new. It's something new to you.
Right.
When you're starting something new, anything new, it's good to have guidance there. So I'm really grateful that we have this community and we have this platform, not only for the coaches to help, but to also, like you said, learn from other people who are running the same exact business.
Yeah, because we're all, we're all kind of learning it at the same time and making the same mistakes. And then it kind of feels good. I feel like that I'm on the right track when I can help someone else too. So
right.
It's like you said, the sense of community is probably the best part.
Right. And speaking of mistakes, can you give us a little bit of insight on maybe a few hiccups or mistakes that you have made, with coming across this business?
Yeah, I think I kind of glossed over, I did watch the videos, but then like using some of the software, I underestimated the power of SellerAmp because, I just felt like, if I go to the store and I see this thing and then I calculate in my head, it's like, oh gosh, I can sell it for double this. And it's like, well, yeah, you can, but you need to know more. So, there were a couple things that I thought, would be solid and they weren't solid.
Right.
And then when I started really using the software, because it's I don't want to say it's a lot, but you do have to invest up front, and it's like you have to buy the software, you have to buy the tools. It's like you wouldn't be a mechanic if you didn't have tools. So, this is a business and you have to buy the tools. And see, I think some of that I try to kind of cheap out a little bit and save some money and cut corners, but I found that, you really do need to buy those extra things to go ahead and so that you can be successful.
Okay, so just that initial investment, right? And just kind of making sure
Mhm.
that you have what you need to continue to be successful, you think is like the biggest obstacle. Just kind of making sure, everything is in place and you have everything to even get started and
Mhm.
get the train rolling in the right direction. Because like you mentioned,
Yeah, definitely.
you thought that you were able to just go in and just kind of get any product and then you're good to go. A lot of us see, Will's ads and he talks about, going into different stores like Costco, like Sam's, and, getting products. But like you said, there's more to it. You do have to go ahead and do a
Yeah.
little bit of research and kind of know what you're doing. And that's what the
Mhm.
whole, EDU Elite program is for, is to help what you're doing, because like you said, it is a business and you do have to have, different tools. So when it comes
Mhm.
to your 11K in sales, what types of products were you selling? Without telling us the product specifically, what types of products, did best for you that month to get you to that 11K?
Yeah, so it was Christmas. So, a lot of people are probably buying things that you don't see all year long. So, I mean, I just found a lot of novelty items that kind of tied into Christmas. Like there was like some things from of all places, that National Lampoon Christmas movie.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, so Christmas Vacation. So I found the store that had these like Marty the Moose was like the big thing there, and they had those
Yeah.
mugs with the horns. I just found a bunch of them and they sold so well. I was just like, I was emptying this. There was like 5 stores that had it in my area, and I just kept going back and emptying their shelf of it until I took them all.
I
But
love
that was like
that.
a big thing. Yeah, and
I love that.
some of the things it's
Congratulations.
like, thanks. Yeah. Like you go into the store and you're maybe looking for one thing and then, you see something that's kind of odd and I mean, you just have to scan everything because I never would have guessed that that would have been the hit of the month, but it was. And that just came from just literally scanning everything.
See, and that's so important, remembering that every time that you're out and about, you can be scanning products. You can find something that's profitable just by being in a place that you normally would be in your everyday store,
Right.
going grocery shopping. Stop and scan something, so Amazon, is a business that you can continue to, basically live your life. So Amazon is a business that you can seamlessly integrate into your life.
Oh, yeah,
You can
definitely.
continue
Yeah.
to go ahead and do your grocery shopping or, do your regular outings and stop and scan a few products. You may find something. And for you,
Yeah.
what really helped you with that 11K is going off of what is already happening, so for
Mhm.
example, holiday season. So holiday
Right.
season is what was happening at that time, and you were able to capitalize, off of holiday season. And when we think about America specifically, there's a lot of holidays, y'all. There's a lot of
Yeah.
holidays. So there's many opportunities for us to, go out, find something that's profitable and sell it on Amazon.
Yeah. And then I think, you know, in the middle of that, then kind of thinking about, okay, what else? Because Christmas doesn't last forever. And I think that's where the coaches really came in and started telling us, okay, like about the second week of December, they're saying, okay, now you got to start looking beyond Christmas. So, you know, so that way that way you don't ride that high for too long because you've got to keep going.
Right. So what do you think has allowed you to continue to keep going? Because once you start, sometimes you can lose momentum. So what do you think has gave you that drive to continue to push and keep going?
I think partly because I'm having fun doing it. It's like you said, you can pretty much just make it a part of your life. So it's just like, I go out and I'm doing what I normally do, and I just got my Solar Central app open, and just scanning everything because something that may not have been hot 2 weeks ago is hot now. So and then just going into the different product categories because there's just so much. Like I focused a lot, like on like I said, those novelty items and maybe food and candy and stuff, and then just really thinking about it, oh my gosh, there's makeup and there's automobile stuff and patios. It's like there's
Yes.
just so much.
Yes.
And then just broadening the categories because a lot of people are looking at some of the same things. So
Right.
it's
And
still a challenge. Still a
yes.
challenge.
Yes. And I feel like there's so many different areas and avenues that you can go down when it comes to Amazon. And there's always
Hmm.
money to be made. Like there is space for everyone.
Right. Yeah.
And, even though there may be a little bit of competition, what's life without a little competition, right? And everything's not going to be super
Hmm.
easy. But that's what the EDU Elite program is for, having the coaches, having the community. When you do run into those obstacles and you do need a little help, you have someone there. But there is no better time than now to start a business, and specifically an Amazon business at that. Amazon's
Hmm.
not going anywhere. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's not
Amazon's not
going
going
anywhere.
anywhere anytime soon. And there's plenty of space for people to come in and capitalize off, selling products online and utilize the Amazon platform, because Jeff Bezos doesn't have to be the only millionaire out here. Okay. We all can do
Oh
it.
yeah.
And it's going to take a
Yeah.
little bit of work and a little bit of effort. So, Denise,
Hmm.
what advice can you give someone who's maybe on the fence about starting an Amazon business? Maybe they heard, some not so great things about it from someone, but what can you say that might change their mind?
I think the biggest thing is, treat it like a business. Um, Nobody's going to hand it to you. You do have to, you do have to do some work. You do have to do some work, and you're going to get out what you put into it. So I think you really have to take it seriously. Um, be a sponge. Because you join the coaching because you need help. So let the coaches help you. Let the community help you. Um, you know, it'll make sense if you watch the videos and then ask some questions and then kind of walk through it a little bit yourself. It's not difficult, but it's not it's simple, but it's not easy. I mean, you have to put in some work, and you'll get out of it what you put into it, but you really have to let yourself be open to be taught. You need to make the time to, there's so many calls that happen, live calls that happen every week. There's like 4 or 5 calls at least, so there's going to be something for you to learn, and you have to tap in. I mean, you really do have to like get serious, block off your time, and realize that you're probably going to put the most work in at the beginning, but put all that work up front, so then
Yes.
later you've got some momentum, something to build on, and you won't have to work as hard, but just understand that you're going to have to do some work at the beginning and be coachable, and it's fun. Participate.
Wow, Denise, you couldn't have said it better. You couldn't have said it better. And I love how you place that. Be a sponge. Be a sponge, ladies and gentlemen. When you come into the business, be open to receive some information, because you are going to receive it. Okay. There's going to be a lot of information for you to absorb so that you can be successful. And one of my favorite artists, Larry June, once said, I can't put it in your hand, but I can show you how to get it. And that's exactly what
Yeah, yeah.
EDU Elite does. It shows you exactly how you can get to the Amazon success, how you can get to the bag, as they say, right? Because Denise here made
Mhm.
11K in her second month in. And she mentioned, the weekly calls. So having those weekly calls, that's someone there showing you exactly how to get it, how to get to it. So
Mhm.
it's not like you just pay for this and then you watch a few videos and then that's it. Like, no, you have, like you mentioned
Right.
earlier, the community. And then you also have a weekly call with coaches in real time where you can, talk with them. You can receive the weekly coaching. If there's any changes that is happening with Amazon, any updates, you're going to find out right then and there. Rather than if you were to go
Right.
in by yourself, a lot of people are like, you know what,
Mhm.
I can do it myself. I'm just going to go on YouTube, watch a few videos, and then I can do it. There's so much that goes into the business and so many things that change. So, like you said, put in a little bit of work, be a sponge, and you can do it because it's simple,
Yeah.
but it's not quite as easy. So,
Mhm.
if you could go back, what is something that you would have done differently?
Um, if I could go back and do things differently, I definitely, would have utilized the software sooner. Like I didn't start using it until like mid-December. And I was making a lot of sales, but at the same time, I probably could have made some better decisions. And I guess depending on what level of coaching you purchase, definitely do your one-on-one call. I should have done that a lot sooner than what I did.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, I just kind of felt like, oh, maybe I'm on the right track. But you know what? It's like if you're active in the Discord, the coaches see you and the coaches know. So, because even, when I finally did do the one-on-one call, it's like, why'd it take you so long to call? I'm like, I don't know. But I would have I would have done the call a little bit sooner and I would have utilized, because we all think, oh yeah, I know this, I got this, but I should have done that sooner.
Oh, I respect that. And I respect, you being conscious enough to realize, like, man, I should have got some help a little bit sooner. So, for everyone
Hmm.
out there, get some help. Don't do it alone. Don't go with it alone. You can save yourself some time, some stress, and probably a lot of money if you get
Hmm.
some help. If you reach out, because there is a lot of support out there for you, especially in the area of business. And speaking of business, let's talk numbers for just a little bit. So we did speak of you making 11K in that second month in. So how much, if you don't mind sharing with us, did you have to invest in this business when you originally started?
Well, I had to pay the price of the coaching, but I think as far as like the buying the products, it was probably about 5,000.
Okay, about 5K. Nice. Nice. And see,
Yeah.
5K is a very reasonable number. I know a lot of us, I've said this before, think that we need, thousands upon thousands of dollars. And as you know, the more the merrier, the more you have, the more it will help. You don't need to come in with $20,000, with 25 and 50K. You don't need to have that much. And you were able to start up, and get your products and things like that and get the ball rolling with 5K. So it's very, very doable. It's very, very doable.
Yeah,
So thank you for
it's
sharing
definitely doable. Yeah, 'cause, I mean, because you can only start where you are, and just understand that, you know, you're not going to be able to pay yourself for a while, but it's like get it going,
that. Get
get
it
it
going.
going, and yeah, and it's like don't wait too long, because after you watch the videos, and you understand it, if you don't understand, ask so that you do. Because I think, sometimes I see people that have been in for, they've been in the coaching program for the whole 16 weeks and they still haven't listed a product. And it's like, don't be scared now. Just do something, because
Yes.
you can't build momentum until you take a step forward. So
Yes.
yeah.
You are saying a lot of great things here that we can just quote and and pin somewhere for people. Denise, I love everything you're saying and thank you for sharing. Like Denise said, everyone, get it going, get it started, put the fear aside and just step out there and actually make, a change. Because right now, nothing's gonna change unless you change. So a
Yeah.
lot of us are wanting change. We want to do something different. We want, more income. We want passive income. You got to put in some work for it. You got to do something different. You got to make a change. But at the end of the day, just get started. Okay, so Denise, thank
Yeah.
you so much for, just giving us your time and sharing with us a little bit of insight about how you made this 11K. The last thing that I want to ask, I already know your answer, but I'm going to ask anyway. Would you recommend EDU Elite program to someone out there who wants to start an e-commerce program or e-commerce business?
Yeah, I definitely would recommend it. It's you know, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it, but you have to, they've given you they've given you the coaching. The coaches are giving you everything they've got. I mean, they really, I mean, I don't want to say we're in competition, but they're in the same business we're in. And they're telling us everything. And it's like it's not going to work until you work. So, just it's definitely worth it. Be teachable, be ready to move. Yeah. And be a part of the community, don't, give back, and it'll make you feel good too.
Ah,
Yeah.
beautiful. Well, there you have it, everyone. Denise made 11K in her second month in, and she's telling you to be a part of the EDU Elite community. Come join us. The coaches are in the same business that we're doing, but yet they're still helping. They're still giving out all the sauce. You have help
Hmm.
here. Be a sponge, like she said earlier. Be a sponge. Be able to know when you need help. Reach out. Be a part of the community. So, Denise, thank you again for sharing everything that you did to get this 11K and your second month of selling. And I appreciate you. And until next time, we will have another EDU success coming through for an interview. So thank you so much, Denise.
All right. Thank you, Victoria.
Peace.